everybody, it's your old past SLOSMASHN, slow motion into this Trail Finder 2, another, this one's rusty, yeah. Officially licensed and hand painted with that rust. In case you're like SLOSMASHN and you can't paint with shite, then this is for you right here with this coolness right here. And yes, even though that's not rusted, sometimes people like to put brand new things and not shitty rusted things on things that are already rusted and crapped. Anyways, to each your own. I dig the look of it, especially with the brand new chrome looking wheels right there, and the engine bay opens and brand new chrome wheels, not rusted to hell. And the quick look at everything you get inside the box. Alright, quickie to quick. And boom, there is everything outside of the box right there, including the ugly controller. You know what, these RC4-wheel drive controllers may be ugly and have the old router style antenna, but they do the job right here, and it's comfortable. It's a little bit bulky as your basic trimmings, but it does the job. An easy fix if you don't like it. Alright, and the main pouch right here, instructions we don't care about, but look at that, it has a cool picture right there and all the little baggies right there, the battery strap, screws, and your little chrome piece right there. So there are some things that you want in this right here. For example, the rear body post mounts right here, if that's your thing. I don't know, I think this is going to be enough right here. These little body post tabs right here, a lot of the other RC4-wheel drives have the same thing. I'd say it'd be enough, but extra security right here with these things, especially if you're in a pinch and you don't want to screw those in, I'd say I'll probably do these, and you'll have to just bolt them in the rear. And then we also had that cool Chevy grill right there, and then we get the bumpers right here. Look how chrome, but they're not rusted. And yeah, it's not rusted. It's not rusted either. Alright, now the touch on that, because when I first saw this awesome badass Chevy truck right here, there's a lot of comments saying it's all rusted everywhere. But you know what? Maybe old Chuck Norris right here, I'm gonna say the guy that's driving this is Chuck Norris, got laid off of his 9 to 5 right there, and he couldn't afford to buy brand new stuff and restore the rest of this truck right here. So before old Chuck got laid off, you bought a brand new camper shell. Why would you put a rusted shitbox camper shell on there when the rest of it's already rusted and you're trying to make it look cool? And the same goes for the wheels. Maybe he was able to squeeze some pennies and get some new wheels. Why won't you buy some brand new cool looking chrome wheels like these Mickey Thompsons right here and these Mickey Thompson ball cloth tires right there? I mean, who would spend money to buy new rusted shit to put on a shitbox rust car that you're restoring, right? I get it, I know, it could have been all rusted. All rusted is cool too, but you know, in my book, my point being is just I like the look of it, that it's just not all rusted, because this is cool, but like I said, it just looks like somebody just made it more scale, like he was working on it, like fuck, I just want to get a new camper shell, buy new parts as I can go along, maybe whether hopefully he can get laid off or not, whatever the point may be. An RC4-wheel drive with the scale coolness has captured that notion right there, and I dig it, I get it, it's cool, hopefully you do. If not, then get a paintbrush and make it a rusty shitbox all around. Anyway, side attraction over right here. Here are his brand new non-rusted chrome front and rear bumpers right there, because we don't want to put rusted shit on chrome, and chrome doesn't really rust, or at least it's really hard to rust in scaleness of this thing right here, but these are there too, so look for those. And then we have these relics right here, which you can just throw them away unless you got a museum of old RC things, except yeah, these things right here, AA batteries for that ugly bulky transmitter that does the job. Yeah, what I meant with the relics right here, it's this old NIM battery and a wall charger in case in Europe or other parts of the world, or even the US right here. And then we got your XT60 connector. I don't even think young kids would want these for the RCs. Yeah, throw them away. I'm sure I mentioned this before in my other RC4-wheel drive vids right here. This is very cool that they do this right here. Look, they even have their logo right there. Dropped the camera fell right there. Even though this may not seem like a lot, it just shows how cool RC4-wheel drive is right here. I'm just posting their swagger on these batteries, because that just shows that they're just thinking even get you going right there. Because sometimes you're just fishing around for AA's or simple things like this, but they got them right there. They're thinking ahead. I like that. Little things count, make you smile. So we're gonna jelly them up and then put them in the transmitter, gets it done. And it's alive. She ain't pretty, but she's alive. Move along, smashing. Alright, meat and potatoes right here is just beautifully hand painted that they advertise body right here. We already kind of touched on it about the rustiness, so I'm not even going to go over that. I'm just going to show how cool this is. I mean, you can even see like sponge marks. I'm not sure if that's what they use, or like brushes and airbrush technique right there. I don't know. But the thing is, you can't just look at it through camera. You have to see it in person, especially touch and run your hand through it. I mean, it just feels like a rusted shit box too right here. You can just feel it right there, even it's like smoother and then rougher textures right there. I just love the transitions. Side awesomeness right here. But look at these mirrors right here. When they came in, they were like buttoned in together like that. That's very cool that these swivel. That, or I like the rubber ones too, but these are hard plastic chrome right here. Look at that. I mean, just like in scaleness right there. In real life, you want them out like that, those Dumbo ears, so you can see who's behind you and tailing you, yeah, and slamming the brakes, yeah. Anyway, my point being, out trailing, you could fold them in, because they even, like, when we're driving these now, that just further protects them, because it's not getting snagged, or if it flips over, it'll have more protection than sticking out like Dumbo's getting ready to fly. And these wheels, man, these wheels are cool. I like these Baja Claws and Mickey Thompsons right here. Like I said, like in person, you just really gotta see them. They feel and look nice and better in person right here. And I know I've said it before, I'm not gonna try and I'm just gonna try and use previous RC four-wheel drive wheels because they seem cool, but they just didn't work with the tires I wanted. These though, man, I'm really thinking I'm just gonna keep these on, and I like the stickiness and the look and the size of these tires and wheels right here. Bead locks. Okay, scale coolness right here. Look at this right here. The hood, it just opens. You pull it towards you right there, and then it just slides up, and it just opens so much better, and it even holds up on its own. I mean, look all that engine room you get right there to simulate, like if you do photos or something, which I do. This is like a main attracting point, or one of them for me right here, versus the Frodo for a runner right here. This thing is harder to pull out, and it doesn't open. See, I can't even do it one-handed. Take my word for it. Oh no, we just like crawled out. It doesn't open as much. It only opens halfway, and you really got to pull it and pull it up. It's like funky, like weird. This thing, it's like RC4WD drives really improved on the mechanism right here. Then it opens up, gives you more space. Engine coolness, motor coolness, close it up. And then we're gonna point the attention to the back right here. Look at this camper shell, it's brand new right here. The glass part opens up slightly, ever so slightly to right there. Wish it did open up more so we could get like a shot in there. And then the tailgate, oh, that's so awesome. That's gonna be great for photos too, and scale on this right there. And then you see the two holes right there where those optional body posts go right there. You could screw it and just clip them on right there. But look at that, he got his Line-X going right there. No rust, Line-X going right there. I love this part right here. And then you can sneak peek down there and see like the scale interior right there, at least a partial scale. And forgive the reflection because this window does not go down, nor do these doors open, but you can see he gets his little shifter and some seats for some action figure drivers. Action figs, yeah, they can drive, but I don't think I'm gonna use these guys. We're gonna use Chuck Norris, yeah, but that's another tale. Chuck Norris eats a bowl of diamonds for breakfast, yeah. Chuck Norris's tears cure cancer, yeah. Too bad Chuck Norris never cries, yeah. Anyways, pop the hood. And this, I don't want to spend too much time because you've seen it before, we know it, it's proven, it's good, it works. It's a Trail Finder 2 chassis right here. It's just, I like it, it's cool. There's a couple screws right here you want to check for quality control. Sometimes like mine have been loose, really just check those and tighten them up. Just check every bolt really, but I mean, do we really check every single bolt on every RC? I mean, come on, look at all these screws right here. This is like hundreds, tens, dozens. Smashing ain't got that kind of time. Okay, we got your standard shocks right here. I like that these are a different color. I don't know if you could tell they're like off-white. Usually they're like brush, or mine that I have, they're like brush colored. And these leaf springs, I love them for the different experience. That's another attractive point for me, is the different suspension setup this thing got. However, I can tell you right now what I'm going to do. Take the small leaf spring out and possibly take out the internal spring too and add oil or not. I'd say you could even go without oil, but that's up to you. But even the internal spring. But for very sure, definitely, most definitely take out the small spring and go from there. The motor, it's okay. I like a little bit more wheel speed and torque, so I'm gonna change that out. But if you're just wanting to crawl, then it's fine right here. The ESC will do its job too. Again, I don't care for it. I'm yanking that out. The receiver though, is what I like about it, is that they advertise as waterproof, so that's the only reason why I try and use that one still, not change it out to like another transmitter or anything. And the servo down there, you can use the 7 volts is which I like on it, and then some of my other ones I did pump it in 7 volts, but I still don't kind of like it. It's still a little weak. This one I think I'm just gonna step it up and put some more muscle on that one. The other ones I'm just too lazy. And then we got your Yoda axles, I believe, right here. These are just cool and awesome, and this chassis is just cool. And the body mount system, man, just taking my word for it, this thing's a pain in the ass. If you do choose to clip them on with this and just keep it screwed on, get like body clips that have like this, preferably like something that can keep them stiff. That way you could slide her in like that and get some friction and motion in there. Because these are a real PETA. I'm just going to screw them in. I've learned from my preference, my experience. I'm just going to use the screws and just keep a little wrench and screw them in. Because that's one thing I wish I would improve on is a body mounting system. And then back here is for those body posts, which definitely I think in a pinch, if you just clip the rear body on and just couldn't screw those in for whatever reason, I think it should be okay. But I'd want a little bit more, at least one screw in here for this system. Alright, so what about this box right here? We don't want this box. Yeah, actually I was contemplating, I was gonna smash it, but I really like the artwork, the look of this thing on here. I think I'm just gonna take one panel and just post it up on a wall or something. Anyways, let's get it all buttoned up right here and get those pieces and accessories and bumpers and brand new non-rusted chrome bumpers on there. Boom, there's the front end right there. Rear end. And all the little knickknacks included. So let's get into some smashing action. Test old Chuck right here out and see what it can do. Stock. I mentioned this is completely stock. I'm gonna do 3S with the stiff ass springs on there. Everything stock. Nah. Alright, welcome back. Hope you all enjoyed that smashing action with the Chuck Norris Rusty Bucket RC4 drive. Yeah, I like this thing. I see the potential in it. There's a few things that I want to do, namely with the power system, the motor. It just doesn't have enough power. I want a little bit more power with mine. I have to give it a lot of throttle just to go over certain obstacles. A lot of my other crawlers, mainly RC4 drives, they just go out with less throttle and have more power and more wheel speed. That's what this needs right here. Also, this very stiff suspension just sucks. So I'm gonna take some springs out in the bounciness, add some oil, and then it'll be like the most that it can be with this truck, and the leaf suspension in regards, I think, right there. And I should be happy with those things right there. But the tires are cool, the wheels are cool. I think I'm gonna stick it out and try to do with it. Oh yeah, by the way, the servo in there, I'm just not gonna keep that one. I'll probably even swap the other ones out when I'm not lazy. I feel like I just want a little bit more power. I don't know, maybe I'll try the 7 volts again or try the other ones, remember if it was good enough or not, but otherwise I'll just put a 35 kilo on there. But very cool truck, and I knew this. I love the look of it. But y'all, let me know what you think about it downstairs in the comments below. If you got any cool Chuck Norris jokes, so I'm totally using Chuck for the driver for this thing. Chuck Norris, yeah. But that will be in another tale. Let me know what you think about it downstairs in the comments below. Smash the bell, smash the thumb, subscribe if you haven't had to already, because we are Chuck Norris to be Rusty Bucket with new components and all rusty, smashing out.
Smashing.